Okay, so this one is the puzzle page. And so there were two videos on this slide. It was the game page and the puzzle page. And so if your paper on your work packet looks like this, and then you are working on the puzzle page, and the game page is for some other students. All right, so we have definitely done this before, but I will do it with you guys, and we'll go over each word that you saw in your article. Okay, so first we're gonna go, let's see, which side is up and which side is down. Oh, okay. So we're gonna first go across side to side. And so our first word, number one across, is crowds. And so crowds are large groups of people. And we do not currently want to be in large groups of people. We don't want to be in crowds because people can easily pass the coronavirus on to another person when they're very close to each other with large amounts of people. And that's one of the reasons why we aren't at school, because we don't want people to be in crowds and we want to keep people safe and not sick. So we're going to go to number one right here and we're going to type in crowds. So on your own paper that you have, you can write the word crowds. And if I'm going too quickly for you, please just pause the video until you're done writing. And when you're done, we can move on to the next one. Okay. All right. So how shall we do this? Let's do all the words on this side first. So let's go do all the words going across. So our next word is the word stop. And so that's one of our vocabulary words for this week, stop. And in particular, we want to put an end to something, right? We want to stop the coronavirus because we don't want it to keep spreading. We don't want people to keep getting sick. We just want to end it. And so that's something that lots of people in the medical field, scientists, doctors, hospitals are all working on to stop. So stop is number three. Number three is right here. So we're going to write stop. Oopsies. Stop. All right. Stop. Our next word is the word spread. Spread in this is also one of our vocabulary words, and spread means to pass on from one person to another. So we want to stop the spread of the coronavirus. We don't want to keep getting other people sick, and we don't want other people to spread the disease or the virus to us. So by not going to school and not going to restaurants or busy places, we are stopping the spread of the coronavirus. And that word goes on across 8. So if we find the number 8, which is over here, 8, we're going to put in the word spread. Okay. Our next word is the word coronavirus, and that is the name of the virus that is occurring right now in the world. Also, another one of our vocabulary words. So the coronavirus, as we know, is an illness that can make people really sick. It can also make people not feel sick at all. Some people have coronavirus in their system, their body, and they don't even know they have it, but they can still spread it to other people. So that's why it's important to not be in crowds so that someone will not spread the virus to you. That word is number 9 across. So we're going to spell coronavirus. And coronavirus is kind of a long word. We have CORONAVIRUS, the coronavirus. Okay, let me lower the page a little bit so we can see some of our other ones. All right. So our next word, now we are going to be going down. So we're going to be going up and down and filling in these words that we see. Okay? So our first word is the word doctor. And so we all know what a doctor is. A doctor is someone that helps us if we feel sick, if we're feeling unwell, if we have questions about our health. We go see a doctor, we can talk to a doctor, and they will do their best to make us feel better. Doctor is number 2. So we find 2, which is right here for doctor. The D is already there, so we're going to go to the next letter, which is O. Then the next letter is C. We have T here. The next letter is O and R. That is doctor. Our next word is pandemic. So pandemic is kind of a big word that we don't use very often. Pandemic is basically an illness that affects everyone in the world. And so currently the coronavirus is a pandemic because many, many people all over the entire world are affected. Lots and lots of people are sick. It's not just in one area. It's not just in San Francisco or California or the United States. It's all over the world, in like China, in Italy, in places Europe, Asia, South America. All the places have people who have the coronavirus, which makes it a pandemic. Pandemic is number 4, going down. And so number 4 going down is right here. I'm going to move my page a little bit so that you guys can see me fill in the word. So pandemic is right here. We have the P is already written. So we have A, N, D, M, I, C. Pandemic is our word going down. Our next word is world. So as I've said, the coronavirus is happening all over the world, which makes it a pandemic. So world is number 5. We're going to put it here. And we live in, this is where we all live in the world. We have it's also one of our vocabulary words because it's pertaining to everything that is on Earth. And we live on Earth. W, O, R, L, D, world. Okay. Our next one is the word fevers. And so fevers is when your temperature gets really hot. Usually anything from like 99 degrees to 100 degrees is considered a fever. I think your normal standard temperature is probably like 98 degrees or so. And so having a fever that's over, especially in the hundreds, 101, 102, 103 or higher, is considered a fever. And people take medicine or maybe put a cool rag to their head to kind of help the fever. Fever is also a symptom of the coronavirus. So that's number 6 going down. We're going to spell fevers. We have F, E, V, E, R, S. Okay, fevers. And then our last word is sick. So sick is, so the coronavirus makes you feel very sick, but not all the time. Some people don't feel very sick, but some people get very sick. So they have a fever, they have a cough, they're just feeling overall unwell. That's number 7 going down, and we're going to write S, I, the C is already there, and K. Okay, so those are our words. We have all the words. So I'll repeat the words one more time just as a review. But the words that we went over in our puzzle today were crowds, stop, spread, coronavirus, doctor, pandemic, world, fevers, and sick.